Guys, very quickly before this video starts, if you need any clothes or supplements, you can go to myprotein.com, use code HAL at checkout, and you'll save a big discount on your whole order. They do everything: creatine, protein powder, pump covers. It's all in the first link in the description. Like I say, use code HAL at checkout. And yeah, with that being said, let's get on to this video. Is keto worth it? I've had this question in my head for quite a while. Keto basically means zero carbs, zero bread, pasta, rice, chocolate, no carbs whatsoever in your diet. Anything that has carbs in it, you're simply not allowed. This puts your body in a state of ketosis, which essentially means any energy that your body needs to exist, it will get it from your body's natural fat stores instead of sugar from food, essentially melting the fat off your body, which seems too good to be true, right? And my theory is, yes, it is too good to be true, because I've tried this once before, and putting it simply, it is borderline impossible for the average person to do. But I'm intrigued because I've had multiple comments saying that it isn't difficult and it can be sustainable if you stick to it. Do it for a couple days, your body acclimatizes, and you feel fine, which I simply do not believe in the slightest. So starting from tomorrow, I'm going to be on the keto diet. I'm genuinely not going to eat a carb for a week, and I'll come up with my own opinion on whether this is sustainable for the day-to-day person walking down the street. And if you've watched me before and you know my content, you'll know it looks something like this. So the chances of me sticking to this diet are very slim. But without further ado, let's get on to this eating no sugar or bread or carbs for a whole week. But just before I begin this week of bullshit, I need to measure a few things. The first thing being my weight. Keto is meant to be good for weight loss, so I want to put that theory to the test. And hopping on the scales on day one, I weighed in at 88.7 kilograms. And of course, a before video of my physique. Okay, it's day one of keto for a week. Like I say, I need to get my weight, but this is what I'm looking like on day number one of the no keto. Fasted first thing in the morning in natural lighting. And throughout the week, I'll also be monitoring my strength, just to look out for abnormal plateaus or decreases in the weight that I'm lifting in the gym. Okay, we're back from the weigh-in. The very first meal of this full week of keto. 4 whole eggs, 90 grams of bacon, and 100 grams of chicken. And so, it begins. Now, as someone that disapproves of the keto diet, I'd love to say that this first meal was unsatisfying, but I actually really enjoyed it. So as far as the first meal goes, it's a pretty good diet so far. So it's now time for the first workout on keto. And normally what I'd have for my pre-workout meal is a bowl of oats, but obviously I can't have that. So instead, I'm just gonna have a clear whey. There's half a gram of carbs in this whole thing. Along with that, I'm gonna have some pump pills and of course, some pre-workout. All right, let's go and hit a push session. So earlier on in this video, I did say that I'd be monitoring my strength throughout this process. And for the first day on keto, not having that pre-workout meal, it didn't make a huge difference. I didn't feel a huge lack of energy due to the fact that I didn't have my protein oats. I just felt pretty normal, but I knew that towards the end of the week, maybe the no carbs in my system, maybe on a leg day, I'd definitely see some drops in strength. But during that first workout, I felt pretty okay. And that is what we are working with. 3 eggs, 200 grams of beef mince with peppers, onions, and mushrooms. And then on the side, we just have loads of broccoli. Again, this meal is very simplistic, but I just enjoyed eating it so much. That was actually pretty good. Okay, after having just got back from doing an hour and a half of walking, 9,789 steps, I need a snack. So this is what we have. This is Greek yogurt, protein powder, and blueberries. I've got no idea if it's going to be good, but let's try it. I can't lie, this diet so far is going extremely well. And then for my final meal of the day, I had chicken, bacon, eggs, and some smashed avocado. And that was the end of day one. Okay, it's now day 2 on keto. Let's do the whole thing all over again. And that is exactly what I did. I started the day by making a quick protein shake, headed to the gym, did some arms, posed at the end like a bit of a weirdo, and then I went home, made chicken, bacon, eggs, and cheese, which again, these meals are just so satisfying to eat. I followed that up later in the day with a plate of mince, eggs, and cheese. And then to finish off the day, I had a big bowl of yogurt with those blueberries again. And please bear in mind that this whole time that I'm on this keto diet, I'm doing loads of steps and cardio. Walking, in my opinion, is such a passive way of burning calories throughout the week. Okay, we're now on to day 3 of keto, and let me just give you a little rundown of what I've experienced over the last 2 days. So first thing is I'm more hungry. Obviously carbs are the thing that fill you up, and to me, I'm just a lot hungrier more of the time. Next, in terms of my energy levels, they're pretty much the same. And same goes for my strength, like I haven't seen any dips as yet. I am going to be training legs tomorrow, so I'll really see if the strength has been affected then. In terms of the food that I'm eating, calm. Like I actually really enjoy my diet at the moment. Mentally and psychologically, it's a lot better knowing that I'm eating nice whole foods rather than sort of pizzas, chocolate, stuff like that. But after my breakfast today, which is going to be mince, eggs, the standard stuff, I'm going to be moving location. I'm going to my parents' house for a little bit, so I will catch up with you when I'm there. Okay, like I said, we have now moved locations, and this diet is slightly getting to me. I'm craving chocolate, I'm craving sweets, I just want a big slice of cake, basically. But that's not gonna happen. Here is my dinner for tonight. Yet again, we have eggs, lettuce, tuna, an avocado, and cheese. I'm calling it now, I definitely won't make it to the end of this week without having a little cheat of my diet. Okay, we're on to day 4. We're gonna get a weight check in. In the original clip, I was holding my phone, which will affect the weight, so I'm gonna do that again. And the shorts in the clip literally weighed nothing. So let's see if I've lost anything in literally 3 days. So at the beginning of this process, I weighed 88.7. And now after 3 days of keto, I weigh, what? That can't be right. That's physiologically impossible. 86 kilograms. Now, I'm not an idiot. Obviously, I know that's not all fat. About 60-70% of that is going to be purely water. But still, that is ridiculous. 3 days of no carbs, and that is the result. That's like a month's worth of weight loss in 3 days. Basically, what this means is, well, this is my guess. My weight from now up until the end of this week will not change that much. I've lost all that water weight, so there's been a drastic change, and now we'll really see how much I'll be losing. So I started off this day by having a pre-workout meal of eggs, smashed avocado, and bacon. And then it was time to hit that leg session, and to my surprise, I was very strong. I matched my all-time rep PR on 140 kilos, which was 3 reps. And in terms of my physique, I was extremely happy with how I looked. These might be some of the best physique shots I've ever got in my life. And although this diet was extremely boring and repetitive and I craved sugar, I just let the days roll by. So, I had done 6 days of keto, and hand on heart, I did not have a single carb in those days. But this brings us to the evening of day 6. And the one thing that I was dreading throughout this process, it finally happened. Just take a look at what happened on the night of day 6. This is very embarrassing. I got a pizza. 1 day left, 1 f***ing day left. I could have waited 1 more day, but I'm craving carbs so much. Oh, I'm craving this. I'm craving this bad. Yes, I came crashing down on that night. The lack of carbs for the previous week just was too much for me, and I simply could not do it anymore. I love food way too much to exclude carbs from my diet. For me, that week of keto just solidified in myself that I love food way too much to completely exclude carbs from my diet. That being said, if you want to try keto, if it makes you genuinely happy and you can stick to it, go for it. Because after I took my weight measurement after that night, yes, my weight had decreased. And this is the after video compared with the before video. In my opinion, I do look a little bit leaner after the week of keto. So does it work? Yes, it will work. Scientifically, it makes sense. But the problem that I personally had is I binged as soon as I finished it. But like I say, if you want to give it a go, be my guest. It's just something I wouldn't recommend because at the end of the day, you want to be able to stick to your diet if you want to be losing weight week by week. But yeah, guys, I tried to do keto for a week. I failed on day 6, but I got pretty good results. But yeah, guys, if you did like this video, please make sure you subscribe. One-on-one coaching is available. First link in the description. My Instagram will also be linked down there as well. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.